High in the rugged mountains of the Apennine Mountains, just outside Florence, a young man wandered alone. No formal education, no prestigious academy, no recognition. And yet, this same man would go on to design machines centuries ahead of his time, paint masterpieces that still confuse scientists, and leave behind secrets we are only beginning to uncover. That man was Leonardo da Vinci. But here's where the story takes a darker and more mysterious turn. Leonardo was not like other Renaissance artists. While his contemporaries studied classical texts in institutions like the Platonic Academy, Leonardo was excluded. Born out of wedlock, he was denied access. So instead, he turned to something far more powerful, nature itself. He studied the flight of birds, the movement of water, the structure of mountains, the anatomy of the human body. For nearly 2 decades, he lived like an outsider, observing, questioning, absorbing. And somehow, it worked. Because without formal training, Leonardo built a body of knowledge that rivaled the greatest scholars of his time. But was this purely the result of observation, or something more? Around the year 1480, Leonardo documented a strange and deeply personal experience, an encounter with a cave hidden in the mountains, a cave that may have changed everything. According to his writings, Leonardo stood at the entrance of this dark void, overwhelmed by 2 emotions, fear and curiosity. What was inside? No one knows for sure. Because here's the unsettling part. Shortly after this encounter, there appears to be a gap in Leonardo's life, a missing period, a silence in the historical record. And this has led to one of the most controversial theories ever proposed. What if Leonardo didn't just explore the cave? What if he disappeared into it? Some researchers suggest that this cave could have been something far more extraordinary, a natural portal, a place where time itself behaves differently. A time portal. It sounds unbelievable, but consider this. Leonardo sketched flying machines that resemble modern helicopters. He designed armored vehicles that look like early tanks. He imagined diving suits, parachutes, and even robotic devices, centuries before technology existed. Welcome back to Aeon Timeless History, where the past, present, and the unknown collide. Before we begin, subscribe and become part of a community that explores history beyond the surface. If you enjoy deep stories like this, like the video and share your thoughts, because today's story might challenge everything you know. What if the greatest mind in human history didn't just imagine the future, but actually saw it? How could a man in the 15th century visualize machines from the future with such accuracy? Was it imagination or memory? Some theorists believe Leonardo may have somehow glimpsed the future, whether through a portal, a vision, or something we still cannot explain. Others go even further. They suggest that Leonardo's knowledge may not have come from Earth at all, that he may have had contact with extraterrestrial intelligence. Now, before you dismiss this as fantasy, let's look at something even more intriguing: his art. Leonardo's paintings are not just beautiful, they are layered, complex, almost coded. Take his most famous work, the Mona Lisa. At first glance, it's simply a portrait, but the longer you look, the stranger it becomes. Her smile shifts, her expression changes depending on the angle. It's as if the painting is alive. But what if there's more hidden beneath the surface? Leonardo was known for using mirror writing, a technique where text is written backward and can only be read using a mirror. So researchers began to ask, did he hide messages in his paintings the same way? Using modern digital tools and reflection techniques, some analysts claim to have discovered strange symmetrical shapes hidden within the Mona Lisa and other works, shapes that resemble non-human faces, alien-like structures. Coincidence or intentional design? Another of his paintings, Virgin of the Rocks, reveals similar patterns when mirrored. And then there's St. John the Baptist, his final masterpiece, a figure emerging from darkness, pointing upward toward something unseen, toward another realm. Some believe this gesture is symbolic, a message, a clue, a suggestion that knowledge, true knowledge, comes from beyond, from a higher dimension, or perhaps from beings more advanced than us. Now, let's pause for a moment. What do you think? Was Leonardo simply a genius far ahead of his time? Or was he influenced by something not of this world? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one, and your perspective might shape the next video. But the mystery doesn't end there. In 2002, scientists used advanced infrared scanning technology to examine one of Leonardo's unfinished works, the Adoration of the Magi. What they found was astonishing. Beneath the visible painting was an entirely different scene, hidden for over 500 years. Dozens of figures, structures, symbolic imagery, and most importantly, a temple. Not a Christian temple, but something that appeared to be inspired by ancient Egyptian architecture. At the top of one column was a lotus flower, a powerful symbol in ancient Egypt. This symbol is often associated with the flower of life, a geometric pattern believed by some to represent the fundamental structure of the universe. Sacred geometry, a concept that suggests reality itself is built on mathematical patterns that Leonardo studied obsessively. But why would he hide such imagery? During the Renaissance, Europe was dominated by strict religious doctrine. Ideas that challenged the accepted worldview were often suppressed. So if Leonardo was exploring forbidden knowledge, he would need to hide it, encode it, disguise it in plain sight. And that's exactly what he may have done. Through symbols, through reflections, through art. Messages meant not for his own time, but for ours. Because only now, with modern technology, are we beginning to uncover what he left behind. And that raises one final question. If Leonardo da Vinci truly had access to knowledge beyond his time, what else did he know? What secrets are still hidden in his notebooks, his paintings, his designs? And are we ready to understand them? If this story made you question reality, like and subscribe to Aeon Timeless History for more deep explorations into the mysteries of our past. On your screen right now, you'll see another video that dives even deeper into unexplained history. Click on it, because the next mystery might be even more unbelievable. Until next time, stay curious.